Good morning, Maple Shade Elementary School. Happy Friday. Gabby, how are you doing?
Good.
Welcome back to morning announcements. I'm so glad that you're here to help us out. I am super excited. And the first thing that we're going to do together is let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. You want to help me out with that? Let's do it, kid. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Gabby, fantastic job. So we're really light on announcements today, and that's really good because that means that everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing. But as we start to close out April, I think that's important to be able to celebrate something that occurs in April. Gabby, do you happen to know anything about autism?
Yeah.
You do? Is like, by any chance, do you think that maybe you could tell people about autism? Mm-hmm. And look at you, came prepared. Oh my God, Gabby, I didn't even ask Gabby to do this. She just knew that this was gonna happen somehow, because Gabby is amazing. All right, Gabby, can you just read to everyone about autism?
April is Autism Awareness Month. During April, we celebrate neurodiversity. Neurodiversity means that all of our brains work differently, and no two brains work exactly alike. People with autism are neurodiverse, meaning their brains work well, just a little differently. Our different ways of thinking make us great and help us understand and appreciate the world and each other.
Oh, Gabby, you read that so beautifully. That was wonderful. And so to piggyback off of everything that you just said, we're going to watch a very quick video just so everyone understands a little bit more about autism.
We are all different, and that's wonderful. Some differences are easy to see. Height, hairstyle, gender, eye color, and so on. Other differences can't be seen. Our favorite foods, fears, or special skills. Interestingly, the way we see the world is also different. For instance, what do you see in this drawing? Most people see a duck, but some of you might have seen a rabbit. Whichever you saw, you are correct. This is just a trick drawing to show you that all brains work differently. The brain is your body's computer. It works differently for all of us and controls how you learn. That's why we are all good at different things. How you feel, which is why we all feel different emotions. And how you communicate. Sometimes the brain is connected in such a way it affects the senses and how we perceive and read situations and interactions. This is known as autism. Many people have autism, so it's likely you already know someone who is autistic. And for this reason, it's useful to know a little bit about autism. The special wiring inside an autistic brain can sometimes make the person good at tasks we may find difficult, such as mathematics, drawing, or music. It can also do the opposite, and activities we find too easy are incredibly difficult to them, such as making friends. The senses constantly send information to your brain about your surroundings and other people. However, when a person's brain and its senses don't communicate well, the brain can become overwhelmed and confused, affecting how they see the world. Picture yourself walking down the street. This is how an autistic brain may experience the same world. Scary, isn't it? Sadly, in many cases, the person can't say out loud how they feel. So even though there's chaos going on in their heads, they seem okay on the outside, unable to ask for help. We will develop behaviors to help us feel calm in uncomfortable situations. We may look away, hug ourselves, chew our fingernails, fidget, bite our lips, and so on. Equally, autistic people develop behaviors that help them cope with these intense moments. These actions may seem unusual, but they're just their way to feel calm. When they happen, it means they are having a hard time. The kind thing to do is not to give them an even harder time by getting cross, ignoring them, or mocking them. People with autism need friends who are willing to take the time to know them. With good communication and plenty of patience, everyone would be better off. People with autism are not ill or broken. They simply have a unique view of the world. And with a little support from their friends, they might just be able to share that view with us. Autism can make amazing things happen.
Okay, so now that we've watched this video, after we talked a little bit about autism, it's important that we all understand and celebrate autism, because it's something worth celebrating, because no two people go through life exactly the same way, and then understanding the ways in which each other, the way that we all interact with the world, makes us understand and be empathetic people. And because the thing about autism that's really, really cool is that some of the most famous people in the world and people who have contributed the most to the world happen to have been autistic. So famous actors like Anthony Hopkins. Gabby, I don't know if you know who Anthony Hopkins is, but I'm sure that your parents, and I'm sure that a lot of the adults watching this, he is autistic. And one of the reasons why he is such a celebrated Academy Award-winning actor, he's a trained Shakespearean actor. He has won awards. He's so good at what he does. And because one of the reasons is he gets hyper-focused on making sure that he memorizes everything, and then he's able to absorb it. So when he starts acting, it just comes out because of the time that he has zeroed in on it. Albert Einstein, one of the greatest minds that have ever existed on this planet, who pushed mathematical thinking, who pushed science forward, who, because of his understanding of math, made us understand our role in the universe more. He happened to be autistic. And here's a question for you. Do you like Pokemon? By any chance, do you know anything about Pokemon?
A little.
Do you know the name of any character from Pokemon?
One.
Who?
Pikachu.
Pikachu, of course, all right? The creator of Pokemon by the name of Satoshi Tajiri, all right? The creator of Pikachu, of Pokemon, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry with all of the movies, with the cartoons, with the video games, with the cards, the toys, the apparel. All of that came from the mind of Satoshi Tajiri, who happens to have autism. So some of the most famous and brilliant people on this planet that's ever existed happen to have autism, which is another reason why we should celebrate autism, which is what we're doing as we close out April, which is Autism Awareness Month. Okay, so Gabby, let's see. The big thing today was just talking about autism, and that's kind of it, right? That's the only thing that we have?
No.
There's more?
The joke of the day.
Oh my god, the joke of the day! Perfect! Do you have a joke though, Gabby?
Yes.
I don't. You have a joke? Okay, so what's the joke?
What is Spring's favorite appetizer?
Great question. What is Spring's favorite
A
appetizer?
blooming onion.
A blooming onion! That's great, Gabby. Great joke. Oh, I'm getting hungry right now, so we might as well get to lunch soon. So everyone, I hope that you had a great day back. And a great week back from vacation, and I hope that you have wonderful plans for this weekend, and while you're at it, have fun twice.